Yes people, it's your boy Ricardo and welcome back to Back on the Bank, the isolation series. We've finally reached video number 7 and this will be the final video of this series. So if you haven't already, go back and check the previous 6 and also check out some of my other content. I hope you've enjoyed what's been produced so far. As you can see on the floor right now, it is the finale. There's 3 markers left, but only one can be chosen in this video. So I don't know what one I'm going to pick out of these 3, but let's find out. Okay people, so it's the final 5 practice throws and then I've got the main throw to find out what is in store for you guys in the final video. I've been on the 3 for the last 3 videos I think, and I'm going to use it for the finale, so let's crack on with the practice ones. Little flick of the wrist there, it's gone central but it's dropped short. 4 practices remaining, let's have it. That one's got a bit high, it looks like it's going to drop it. It's fallen towards the back of the zone. Okay, 3 more practices remaining. It's a very unusual target to aim for right now. That one was very short as well. I think what I might do as well is stick the blindfold on for my main throw, just to mix it up a bit really. Yeah, so we'll do that. 2 more practice throws to go. That one looks right. Oh, it's falling right at the left marker. After this, I'm definitely going to be the king of pre-baiting in the margins, that's for sure. That one's a bit higher. It's bouncing off to the right when I go high. So the main swing is now due. Let's get the make do blindfold that I used at the beginning of this series. In fact, get on the mat first of all. That makes sense, wouldn't it? Right, tie it up. Hold on, it's not tight enough. There we go. Right, find the spoon. There we go. Okay, I've got the lead. I'm watching Marco as well.
Oh, going at me.
I think that's about right, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, right, here we go people. The final throw of the isolation series. What we're going to land on.
Mate, it was decent.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, let's have a little look. Oh, it's so bright. Let's have a little look and find out where it landed. It felt good, I'm not going to lie. Cool, I'll tell you what, it's had it bang in the middle. And there can only be a one winner, and that is the central marker. So these 2 are eliminated. Let's find out what they was. That one was make 10 PVA bags with the new IB Hooks PVA stems, which look decent, and I will still put out an Instagram post regarding them when I put them together. But unfortunately that one didn't make the cut. The second one in second place was re-spool your reels, which I was hoping to do with the new RM Tech clear line that I bought last week. But again, those 2 tasks will be done separately. So the last task, the central marker, let's find out what it is. Tie 10 rigs of your choice, and you know what guys, I've been keeping things simple for the last month or so and it's been paying off. So without further ado, let's crack on and tie 10 blowback rigs because they are my rig of choice. Okay people, so it's this part of the video where I obviously need to tie up my rig of choice, which earlier on I mentioned was going to be the blowback rig. The reason why I'm doing the blowback rig is because I've started to get success over the last month or 2 using this rig, and I just find that it's just a simple rig to tie. It gives me a lot of confidence when I cast it out, and to be fair, that's the main thing you really want. You want to be confident in the rigs that you're using, and obviously using a top quality bait is also paramount. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie up some blowback rigs, and I'm going to actually use these in conjunction with my IB PVA bag stems that I was supposed to tie up as well. That task didn't make the videos, but I'll do that at a separate point. But I can get the rigs done now at least, and then I can just literally attach them to the stems and make the PVA bags up as and when I need them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a very supple braid for my hook link. Doesn't need to be coated. I'm going to make them very short as well so that they fit into my bags easily. Probably going to end up being about 4 inches long. I'm always generous when I'm tying rigs, so I'll take off about 8 to 9 inches just to be safe. Then I'm going to tie my hair loop. What I try to do is make the knot central to the bottom bait so that it doesn't slip up the hair, and just keeps everything in place. So that's what you want to try and do. Get rid of that excess. Then get my rig ring, thread it through. Hopefully I don't drop it. Then what I typically do is tip my bottom baits with some colour. So I'm actually going to use the IB Hooks pop-up corn for these rigs as the tipping part. So I like to make it probably about 1.5 inches long, the hair, and it comes up to the ring swivel there. So that sort of sits over the eye, and you've got enough there for the bait to blow back into the carp's mouth when it picks the boilie up. Tighten that down. Next goes the hook. I'm using IB's curve size 4 hooks. Placed an order with them last week just to give some of their stuff a go, so we'll see how it goes. They do have an Instagram page as well, so you can check them out. Anyway, rig ring goes over the eye, then it's a simple knotless knot down the shank of the hook. Just make sure you line up your hook link along the back of the shank. Get back through the eye, pull it to tighten it, and there we go. We've got the blowback element on there, so obviously when the bait goes up and in and they try and blow it out, it just slides up the shank like that, bang, and then the hook drops and hopefully nick a fish. Although I'm using curved shank hooks, which does typically eliminate the need for shrink tubing, I still like to add a little piece of it just for extra peace of mind. So I trim just under 1 centimetre of it off, just to cover the eye of the hook. So I'll slide it on. That's it, and then we're gonna steam that over the kettle, and it will shrink to make an extra aggressive hooking angle, which will be hopefully very effective. I just shrink the tubing over the steam so that it goes down. Be careful not to burn your hands. I always seem to get caught in there. That's better. Turn that off. And there you go, I've got the shrink tubing over the eye. Just give it a slightly aggressive angle. So basically the mechanics of the rig show that when the bait goes back up the shank, the hook drops like that. And obviously you've got that aggressive hooking angle there to catch on the bottom lip of the fish's mouth. To finish it off, I just make a loop knot. I always, as I said earlier on, I always strip off a bit extra so that you can work out how long you want it and get it to exactly the length. So I said I'm going to go about 4 inches, which is probably about there. So yeah, very short, but they allow me to get them into the bags a lot easier when they're that short, so it's good. What I'll do in this instance is get one of the IB hook stems, which I spoke about. With these stems, your rig gets connected to this, and then your main line gets connected to the other end, and the difference is where your PVA bag will be and your lead. So your lead will slide on, your inline lead slides on there, and then you wrap your PVA bag around it, put your rig in, and bosh, that is the rig essentially. And it will catch on my finger pretty much every time because that shrink tube is making it flip even more than it normally would. So yeah, blowback rig. I'm not going to bore you and make another 9 in front of the camera, but I thought I'd just do that one for the purpose of this video. I'm going to crack on and tie up another 9 and then stick them into my rig wallet ready to rumble. Bosh people, so it is the end of my Back on the Bank isolation series. We've had 7 parts of entertainment for you guys. I really hope that you've enjoyed the content I've put out. Please make sure you like, share and subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notification bell. This is not the end. It's in fact only the beginning. I've been working on a big project over the last 12 months and I think it's finally time to share it with you guys. So make sure you keep following me on Instagram and on YouTube to find out when and what I'm going to drop in the near future. On top of that, if you did enter the BOTB competition in part 4 of this series, make sure you tune in tonight on my Instagram live. Yes, tonight at 7:30 p.m. I'll be announcing the one lucky winner that wins over £75 worth of bait and tackle courtesy of me and Casual Carper. So make sure you tune into that at 7:30 this evening. Until then, take care and I shall see you in the next piece.